People suck at business? Of course they do. Why do you think we travel around with nothing but our hats and like clothes, everything? We got nothing for our possessions. Dun dun dun! Thank you for the bit.
Excuse me.
No. Fuck off, no.
Huh? Hey, that's... You're...
Who exactly?
We've run into each other a couple times.
You? How have you come to this place?
God damn it, Ovan.
What do you mean, how? We walked. As in, across the desert.
I see. And yet, how did you... No matter. For what reason have you come?
We're a little curious about this.
This must have cost you dearly to obtain.
Actually, it just sort of landed in our lap.
That was quite a miracle.
You're planning on making a barrier blastia, aren't you? You're free to go pretending you're a sage, but forget about making any blastia. Who would even consider building a barrier blastia with something that's so obviously not a core?
But it is a solid mass of air. It simply lacks an inscribed formula.
Lacks an inscribed formula? What do you mean?
They are most commonly known as apatheia, of which the clear CL crystal is one example.
So this is an apatheia?
That the treasure you've been looking for, old man?
Also, I am not the sage.
Huh?
No such being exists any longer.
That's a problem. We'll need to get that back from you in that case.
Neither I nor humanity have a need for such a thing.
Bones, yep, odds are you know this voice actor. I know him as the voice of Ovan from Dot Hack. GU. I love it. I think he was also the voice actor for like no, he wasn't the voice actor of the bartender and Catherine. He was the voice actor of a couple of things, but I just mainly know him as the actor for Ovan.
Whoa! What are you doing? Hold on a sec!
It's the same phenomenon we saw at Cave Mock!
Oh, man. Just when I found one.
The apatheia bring only chaos to humanity. They are better off returned to air.
Return to air? Is that really all you did just now?
It's still no reason to go smashing other people's things.
What kind of a person treats treasure so poorly?
Isn't he also Ansem from Kingdom Hearts, I think?
Wasn't the clear CL crystal, the apatheia, needed to save this town from the monsters?
This town has no use for a barrier, and no need to be saved. This place has been granted everlasting calm.
Come to mention it, it is pretty quiet here.
But still, there are monsters like Pharaoh nearby.
How do you know of Pharaoh?
I'd ask you the same thing. You seem to know about him yourself.
Please, tell us what you know. Pharaoh referred to me as a poison.
Hey, Frog Knight is still here. How's it going?
I see.
You know something, don't you?
There is a being in this world who possesses a power the Endelikeia despise.
You mean... me?
This being is known as the Child of the Full Moon.
Child of the full moon. Like in the legend. By Entelikeia, you mean Pharaoh?
That is correct.
But what would the Entelikeia have against me? Against a child of the full moon? What is this power the child of the full moon possesses that they despise?
That answer lies only within the hearts of the Entelikeia themselves.
Which means I've got no choice but to find Pharaoh and ask him myself.
Do not be foolish. Meeting Pharaoh would end only in the death of the Child of the Full Moon.
A lot of in that statement.
But...
Estelle, give it a rest. Hey, Reggae, Jaeger from Ruins Gate talked about the Entelikeia earlier, didn't he?
Something about them being the ancient race that built Nordopolica.
And the red guy from Exard.
So Pharaoh built Nordopolica? That doesn't seem possible.
Take your leave. There's nothing more for you here.
Actually, yeah, you're right. He is the Skandar from Fate Zero.
Wait, there's something I want to ask you too. What were you doing at that Air Krene? Just who are you? What is that sword of yours?
Those matters exceed your comprehension. Do not ask of them again. Go. I have nothing more to say.
Where do you get off?
Rita,
Yep, there it is, Vums. There it is. Felt like she knows him or something.
Duke may have been the one that saved us in the desert.
maybe.
I'm gonna go and thank him.
Hold up. He doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
You don't think so?
Just a hunch. You said that child of the full moon he mentioned was the sister of brave Vesperia, right?
Yeah. Goddess who bathes this world in her golden light, you are named Child of the Full Moon. Your brother, brave Vesperia, watches over us from the skies. You remain bound to your mother, the Earth, and will shelter her with your unceasing protection.
Is there like a hidden meaning in there?
I'm not sure, but maybe it's more than just an old legend.
Yeah, he also does Garen from League of Legends.
Remaining to protect the Earth, huh?
Could protecting the Earth have anything to do with ruling over this world?
You mean like becoming the Emperor? If Estella's the child of the full moon, that would add up.
Which means all the previous emperors would have been on Pharaoh's hit list.
I've never heard of anything like that.
This all sounds pretty complicated.
Yeah, I suppose it might be a bit too complicated for you, Patty.
It's too complicated for you too, old man.
Rita can explain it to you later.
Me?
Shouldn't we be thinking more about what to do next?
I'm gonna stay here. There are things I've got to investigate.
I thought he was the barman in Catherine, but I don't think so. And he is Sojiro from Persona 5. Wait, oh shit, he is. I was right.
Investigate?
Clear seal crystals, apatheia, all kinds of things. Honestly, I have a few bones to pick with Mr. Warm and Fuzzy over there. If you're all going back, we'll have to say our goodbyes here.
But...
Oh, that's too bad. I don't imagine the desert will be much fun on your own, but good luck.
Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere without crossing that desert.
We can afford to take a load off while she's checking things out, can't we? I'm pretty interested in Apatheia myself.
If we're going back into the desert, we need to take time to prepare. We don't want to keel over again.
That's true. How about we leave tomorrow? Rita, one day should be enough, right?
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay then, we'll meet up near the exit tomorrow morning.
Right. See you then.
Alright with everyone. Oh, I'm alone now. Yeah, I don't remember Pete with me. The bastards. Well, let's go find and talk to everyone then, I guess, to get the same scenes.
We weren't able to find Pharaoh after all.
Yeah, our first job as a guild was an egregious failure. What do you think? Should we go back to Dongrest?
That might be best. But would you be okay with that, Yuri? And what about Estelle?
I'd be fine with it. As for Estelle, I'll leave that answer up to her.
All right.
This sure is a serene little town.
Huh? Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? No guilds, no empire. It's a little strange.
Yeah, but I think it's relaxing.
Yeah, but even so, I prefer Dongrest.
That's how everyone is. Everybody prefers the place where they grew up.
You too, Yuri?
Well, yeah, sure.
But if we're gonna work together in brave Vesperia, we'll have to decide on a single place for our home base.
We could always make someplace new, you know.
Someplace new?
Yeah, you know, Everyone thinks of Dongrest as the Union City, but it's really Altosk City. It could be like that. Brave Vesperia could make its own city.
Brave Vesperia's own city. Yeah, I like that idea.
Well, either way, we've got a lot of jobs as a guild ahead of us before we can be thinking about things like that.
Oh, he did do Bleach Naruto as well. I didn't see many or much of all Bleach, really. I saw like the first 10 episodes of the anime and I just thought like, this isn't for me. It's gonna be another long-running shonen and it's not hooking me. Naruto actually followed for a good while, but just eventually I just thought, this is literally like the story that was there is now turned into Sasuke, and Sasuke's turning it into God knows what else that happened in Shippuden. I stopped after like 3 episodes.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Nordopolica is Polystrale's city, isn't it?
Yeah, if you think of it that way, Nordopolica's more of a guild city than Dongrest even.
Yeah, and Bellius rules the city too. Nordopolica, leader of a city, Duce of a guild. Wonder what sort of person Bellius is.
Other games, yep. Like for the shonen and like series that came out, I didn't really follow them much aside Naruto, and I followed that for a while just because I started it. I felt obligated to, if you understand that. I gave Bleach a fair share because a friend suggested it, but he suggested the anime, not the manga, and I came to the conclusion if I don't like the anime, odds are I'm not going to like the manga since it's the same story. I gave it about 10 episodes and I thought this is going quite literally nowhere. I'll stop. He kept on spoiling it every now and then, so I still kept up a little bit, if only because I heard him bitch about Aizen. Same friend also told me to try One Piece out. And the fucker told me, give it 100 chapters in the manga, and you'll like it. I'm like, if I need that much to get into it, odds are I'm gonna hate it. And to be fair, I gave it 110 chapters, and just eventually I said, no, I don't like this. The story is literally episodic, that it feels like the story was made for an anime production of just like, here's small stories that are one-off things that just, into nothingness. The story went nowhere. Literally at chapter 114, I just thought, this could have been chapter 1, and I would still feel just as invested. So I stopped. It's all sunk costs. I just stopped at 100. I was like, fuck it. No, this is still not worth it. Because of a girl I like, but I couldn't. Thank you for the 5 bits, Dark. You're awesome. And probably farming ads for all I know. Rough. Nothing from European, really?
So you weren't able to meet Pharaoh after all.
But I learned about some very important things. The child of the full moon, and the Antilochaea.
But the only new thing we learned was what those words mean. As for the reason Pharaoh's trying to kill you, it seems we won't know unless we go and ask him directly.
And less than half is important. I never tried Detective Conan, but that one I did not try because my initial exposure to it was, like, what's the longest running manga? I don't know. Detective Conan. By how much? Oh, God. I want to give it a shot? Fuck no.
But you heard what he was saying. If I go to meet Pharaoh, he'll just wipe me out.
It looks like we'll never know the truth then.
After all this, it's like I'm being told that I should just give up.
No, no way.
Maybe...
Huh?
Maybe what I'm trying so hard to figure out isn't really that important to know at all.
What do you mean?
If I'd never met you, Yuri, and I just kept living my life in that castle, I would have lived without ever knowing about the Child of the Full Moon, or the Antilochaea, or any of that.
It bothers me slightly. A story that just makes filler for no reason sounds boring. It does. For me personally, if any sort of like media has a story that is meant to be episodic in nature, or even not even episodic, but just have like moments of like story arcs that are very small, almost feeling episode-like, I feel like those have to be used in a way that they help the characters grow or learn something about themselves. To have the status quo be the same at the end of them, I can understand. But to have the characters be the same at the end of it, that's where I feel like you wasted time. I don't mind the status quo not changing all that much if the characters grow along the process. They learn something, they develop something, they move forward or backward, or something shifts about them. If they're literally the same at the end of an arc as they were in the beginning, to me that was a waste of time. Even if the fight was cool or anything like that, I just felt like I could have watched something else, and I would have been pretty much in the exact same place. I do praise One Piece anime for having a filler arc that felt more real than the actual story. Really? Huh. Half the original show is just filler because they caught up. That was after episode like 150 something, after they didn't know what to do, they just kept on doing fillers. I remember, actually a lot of that show I believe was filler as well. I remember a joke that I did not know was legit. My friend just telling me, remember that time when Naruto's shadow clones went on strike? I'm like, what? That happened? And he's like, also that one time a mecha Naruto happened. I'm like, they have mechas in Naruto? What? I thought it was fucking shitting me, but no. Apparently it actually happened.
So maybe I could just go on living without knowing why Pharaoh wants me dead.
So you're saying you should just go back to the capital?
I think that's definitely an option.
If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you.
Yuri,
Our contract with you is null and void at this point, after all.
that's true.
It's just, I don't really like hypothetical situations. They're not real life. And I'm not too good at pretending to forget things that I already know. If you can do that, then I don't have any problem with it. But can you really?
Then I can't do that either. But I have no idea what I should do in this sort of situation.
You want to know the truth, but you don't know what to do. That'd be a good summary of your situation, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Just keep following us around. Odds are the truth will hunt us down and try to kill us. There always is someone right here. I'm off beaten path.
Hey, old man. You can feel free to go on ahead to Nordopolica.
Hey there, youngin'. What? You want to get rid of me so soon?
Wrong. I just wouldn't want you to miss the new moon and your chance to deliver the letter all on our account.
Honestly, I could do fine without your concern.
Wrong again. If brave Vesperia gets in the way of Altosk's work, we'll be apologizing to the Dawn for an eternity.
What? You're too young to bother yourself with such fluff.
It's a matter of brave Vesperia being trustworthy. You see what I mean?
We've still got time left until the new moon. We'll be fine.
You sure?
Anyway, I ain't about to go back through the desert and that cave myself. If I got killed by some monster on the way there, not only would the letter not get delivered, but brave Vesperia certainly wouldn't look very trustworthy to potential clients then, would they?
In that case, we'd collect your bones and the letter and deliver them as promised.
Oh, how kind of... Wait, hey!
Anyway, just as long as you won't go blaming me if you don't manage to deliver it on time.
No problem.
We could just jump on the Paladin? We could, but we've seen how secure the Paladin is. How trustworthy he is, admittedly actually kind of alright. But mainly just how much the Paladin will get done and how much he will get stuck up on. You ordered to do this. Alright then. Sorry, Princess, you're stuck with now the evil person. Like, I feel like he would not be a very good person at all for things like that.
You're always out walking around, aren't you?
Yes, I guess I'm a pretty restless person.
That's unexpected.
You seem to have some problems staying put yourself.
I'm pretty restless myself.
That's not so unexpected, I think. Maybe it's the wanderlust coming back to me from when I used to fly around with Baul all the time.
Yeah, back when you were wearing that weird white armor.
Yes. Are you going to look for Pharaoh by yourself?
Nah.
Oh, then where were you planning on going?
Only a walk.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't it seem like we've been meeting this way a lot recently?
No, must be your imagination.
Guy, but bureaucratic nonsense, something he has no choice but to obey. Kind of, yeah. Chaotic good, yes, I'd probably say that, yeah, but I'm not sure. Like, to me, it feels like he's... I would say neutral good, more sense. Like, I don't think he'd go, like, doing crazy shit that often, but it's not outside the dictionary. It's like he wouldn't say that is his first option. Patty!
Would you like a skewer?
Where did you pull that from?
Is it any good?
Why don't you try it out?
That's my grandfather's secret recipe.
What? But didn't you say you had amnesia?
I know everything there is to know about Ifrid. I traveled all over researching about him after all.
The prison wallet, of course.
That's how I figured out Ifrid was the one who told me my name was Patty.
Ifrid told you your name?
That's my oldest memory. Just remembering that fond look makes me feel all warm inside. I don't know whether he's really my grandfather or not, but I feel that he was such an important person to me that I can't help but think that's who he is.
I see. Still, it might have been smarter to keep that to yourself.
But...
You're used to it, huh?
I don't let small stuff like that bother me.
Crying gets you nowhere, was it? But even if you understand that in your head, your emotions aren't necessarily gonna listen.
I feel like a hat's talking to me.
I'm more patient than a camouflaged stone flounder sitting still in a field of stones.
Oh yeah? But your info broker turned his back on you too.
It's nothing. Things will work out. Tomorrow is another day. What will be, will be. In any case, you need to eat up if you want to cheer up.
This is good.
Didn't I tell ya?
Patty earned the Dry-Eyed Dame title. From 40K to 2K. God, we went through our money fast. But now where do I have to go? Ha. In this case, Rebellion. Hufflepuff away, no choice for you! Thank you for the 1 bit bombs. Still haven't seen the witch, or like Rita anywhere. Mini Moy, cheerful girl, really? Huh. Is he in here of all things? Yeah, she is.
I have nothing left to say to you.
Mock away with your anime edgy sword.
You're not gonna follow him?
What's the point? He's not gonna talk to me.
So this was a complete waste of time?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Apatheia?
When the air crane went berserk, Jaeger was carrying this box. This box was what messed up my magic.
You think the Apatheia is what's causing the air crane to go out of control?
Judging from the evidence, it could be a valid hypothesis.
So when the Blastia and Heliord was going out of control, you think there was Apatheia nearby? And the air crane and Cave Mock too?
There may have been. Otherwise, maybe the Apatheia has been damaging the whole world's air crane little by little. And a large distortion just happened to appear then.
I see.
It's really nothing more than a guess, but it could be right.
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
In science, you continually make hypotheses, then test them, and you get closer and closer to the truth. That's how it is.
True. Dark Sun, maybe? Maybe?
Well, okay. Maybe I can do something with this after all.
What are you gonna do now?
The next step after a hypothesis is testing it.
Alright, with that, everyone has been talked to. So what does the game want me to do now? Or is it gonna autoplay a scene when I walk within some range? Maybe back at the end now, properly? To just rest and let the day cycle through? Because we did say tomorrow, so... It's only 50 a night, actually, so sure, why not? Okay, so that clearly wasn't it, but Patty's gone, so that might have been progress, right? Everyone's gone. I guess we're getting ready to leave at the entrance. Gotcha.
Glad you could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
How about us? What's our plan after this?
I'm headed for the Air Crane and the Wizened of Kados. But I am curious about the Entelikeia, too.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Bellius.
I'd like to meet Bellius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce. I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is.
Bellius?
Yeah. Bellius is the Duce of Palestrale, which governs Nordopolica. She's the most important person there.
You're friends with someone that amazing, Carol?
Huh? Friends? Well,
Nope.
It's Nordopolica for me, too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. That's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Antilochaea hate the child of the full moon. Which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Antilochaea, correct?
Yes?
I imagine Bellius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelikeia and the Colosseum?
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelikeia of Nordopolica.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Wizened of Kados on the way to see Bellius. Good enough?
True enough. All right then, Nordopolica it is.
right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
What about Patty?
If I remember correctly, there were some people in Nordopolica who didn't think too highly of Patty.
I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into any of them. As soon as I'm out in the open sea, everything will be okay.
Then, will you come with us?
Hi, that I will.
Patty does, or Rita does have other costumes, but they won't let her wear a hat. Yeah, not any good ones.
Didn't Bellius only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
It's half already, so.
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
Jormungand and Mantake are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
The ocean is very nice, yeah? It's a beautiful place, too.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was talking about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Do you really hate me that much?
Wait, SMT mobile game is not featuring Dante? Oh god. Mega Last Week's like, I forgot about that actually. So, I already got all the ones that I could get, and just like to see her outfits. She has schoolgirl. She has that. She has an attempt at something, I don't know what. And then this one, which is still a mess. I just pick her as the Grand Mage, and then have her wear the, as you can see, the white hat. I do not know if that's a white hat, though, just saying. She could have the Adventurer Canteen, though, in her back. Or some glasses, or a white hat. So I obviously chose the obviously white hat. That is truly the only option, yep. See that we got everyone here. And... I think I'm actually gonna take a second break here, just for one quick sec, alright? Be right back. BRB thing on, and once again, leave the camera on so you guys can see me when I come back. Meh. Alright, I am back. And oh fuck my accidentally fucking up the mic. Alright, let's go ahead and get back to the game. Disable the BRB screen and wait a second. Was that a sneak attack, Bubums? That mine. Thank you for the 10 bits from Damon Arcade and 10 bits from Bubums. I'm like, wait a second, up there's like sneak attack, 100 bits. Again. Wait, again? What? There was another one I didn't notice? Oh yeah, so sneak attack, 100 bits. Bubums. Really? Okay, that actually doesn't show up on stream, so... Quick distraction! Well, thank you for the 200 bits then, Bubums. You're awesome, man. I'm gonna save, and since you guys brought it up, let me go on Steam real quick to get those costumes then. That didn't take long. This can't possibly go badly. Yeah, I know, right? I didn't actually know which one was. I just like select free download, free download. The other one was paid, so I said fuck it, man. Oh yeah, this could be loud. All right, here we go.